Hello, today we are going to show you our process for the best potatoes we found to make for our potato diet. So the first thing we do is we put all of our potatoes here on the scale. This here is going to be 3 pounds of potatoes. We have figured out, as you see here, that there's 350 calories per pound of potato. So we want him to eat around 1,000 calories of potatoes per day. We split this up into 2 servings. You can split it up into 3 or 4, but this, folks, is 3 whole pounds of potatoes. Now, while on this diet, you may want to take a multivitamin, but potatoes do have all the vitamins that you naturally need. Now, the next thing we do after we weigh them out is we put them through the cutter. And then we put them in the bowl. Okay, so this is 3 pounds of potatoes all cut up. This is a very large mixing bowl, 3 pounds here. Then I take thyme and chives, fresh herbs, and I strip it down. Here, I cut up the chives just into pieces. They're not all gonna end up on the potatoes, but you know, really helps out. And we take the herbs, sprinkle it on top of the whole pile here. Now remember, this is a whole day's worth of potatoes. You can do it in as many servings as you like. We've been doing 2 servings. It seems to work good. You don't get really hungry in between. Got some onion powder here. I just sprinkle all the seasonings all over the top here, as much as you think, you know, it'll take to coat the whole bowl. We got black pepper. Just really be generous with your spices. Get them all on there. You don't want these to be blandular. We got granulated garlic. I personally love lots of garlic, so I always put it. It has awesome flavoring. Got some ground cumin. I just put a dash of this, not as much. It has a little bit of a spice to it. I also add some dried thyme because it does seem to stick to the potatoes a little bit better in the oven. The fresh does seem to fall off a little bit, so this helps to get more time on there. So we've got all of that in the bowl. Take a big spoon and mix it all around. This way you can see if you had enough seasonings. You can always add more if they don't look like they're coated good enough. Mix, mix, mix. You can see your herbs, your spices, all of that. Okay, so that looks like they're all coated pretty well, as you can see. They all have got a good amount of spice on them. We're going to grab your flat baking pan here. And like I said, we do 2 servings at once. So I want to put about half of this, about 1.5 pounds, onto the tray. Spread them out here. As you can see, like I said, the fresh herbs do fall off, but they do still season them. I mean, while they're in the oven, you can smell them. They're seasoning the potatoes as you're going. You can reach in here, grab some of them, you know, that fell off. Make sure you get it all around there. It will still flavor them while they're in the oven. Now I'm going to set this aside into a plastic bag. Take a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Sprinkle it all around. I'm going to pop these in the oven at 425 for 35 minutes. And what you come up with is 1 serving. Again, this is 1.5 pounds of the potatoes.
Tastes just like fries and no oil.
Just like fries, no oil, nothing like that, folks. Then you take 5 teaspoons of organic ketchup, put it in the bowl, and enjoy.